Welcome back to Project Bantersink. Today, we're doing something bold, dangerous, and possibly career-limiting. I'm moving my space elevator, my MAM, and my hub to a shiny new spot in the middle of the world map, right near the turbofuel crown. Why? Because if you're going to run an empire, you might as well run it from the middle of the chaos. This isn't just a relocation, it's an inauguration. Bantersink HQ will be the beating heart. Bantersink HQ will be the beating heart of the factory, the nerve center of logistics, and the perfect place for me to trip over cables every time. And the perfect place for me to trip over cables in every possible direction. By the end of today, I want everything important here. Research, milestones, and my personal ability to lose my own base. Alright, before we carry on any further, let me just double check that the live stream is up on my cell phone. First I'll check in Twitch. So I'm live streaming to Twitch and Kick in a horizontal PC format. I think Twitch is up. Yeah, I see some animation now. Twitch is up, and I'm live streaming also to YouTube in a vertical cell phone format today. So let's see if YouTube is up. Animation, yeah, I think I did hear myself talk for a moment there. There it is. Yep, we're all a go. So let's get in the game. So here's where we are so far. This is where my main base is currently. So this is where I kind of started out. Here's the hub, here's a MAM and an equipment workshop. Here's the full metal mandala. It's a circular design. I have a lot of other stuff created here. But we're moving to a location. I think I want to move right here on this. I can't recenter in this map view, but right here on this plateau looks to be a good place to me for the center of the base. And I also have my turbo fuel that's starting to be made here. There's oil here, and then there's also oil off I haven't discovered yet. That I'll be making turbo fuel there, and everything is going to be more. We're on the northeast corner of the map. Like, this is the end of the full world here, so we have to relocate a little bit southwest, and this is the center is a little bit further past that, but this is middle enough. So it'll be. I think this is going to be the permanent new base. I can't imagine changing it once again. I don't think I'll want to at all. No need. So, this might be an okay time for me to delete a bunch of stuff, or maybe I'll just make a storage container where the hub currently is and dump a lot of my items there. Maybe not. Because I will need these before long. Maybe I could put a couple of things away. If I'm going to delete this hub here, it'll... I need to manage all of this as well. So what happens if I take it all? I can't fit all that. I think I can delete my reanimated Sam And even these SAM fluctuators are kind of important. But I do have a big storage building up of those. So I can fit everything. And maybe I'll just delete some of these less valuable resources. I could also, can I make inhalers? There's some organic materials. Hello everyone on YouTube. Ava, Lucky, Michi, Roberto on YouTube. Hello. I could also make some hog protein. I would want to set up a summer sloop factory. I don't have my summer sloops on me, so I can't do that actually. I wouldn't want to waste that. I've got some turbo fuel. That's very useful. I must have gotten that from a site because I haven't figured out... I haven't gotten anything set up like that before. So what can I get rid of? Oh yeah, I wanted to make some inhalers. That's actually equipment. Nutritional inhaler. There, that'll delete these berries. That'll use up those berries. So now, can I fit everything? I do have everything. Okay, and then this will be 20 iron. It's 20 iron to make that, but we can only have one hub. It seems like a really good deal that we only need 20 iron to make like a main base, but you can only have one. That's the actual limiting factor there. So I guess I can put some things away. I don't need this many iron encased beams. I don't need this many plates. I think I'll get rid of actually most of those. Same thing with the wires. I think I do want to bring a lot of my special items, like these ones that I haven't figured out how to make yet. Turbo engines, turbo motors, electromagnetic control rods. I'll just hold on to those, because that's like part of what I like to have in the main base. I also have some aluminum ingots. I have some Mercer spheres. This would be a good time to set up any Mercer spheres that I want. I think I want a plastic... I think there might be a place where I could get a plastic dimensional depot. These Mercer spheres are needed to make dimensional depots. I could make 4. What would I connect them to? Sulfur is one thing I might want. I think I would turn it into black powder first. I think that I might do that right away. Make some black powder from sulfur. I know of I have a sulfur node in mind for that. Oh yeah, and I think I'm just gonna make some more storage here. I need some more storage for most of these. This one takes a really long time to deconstruct. For a moment there I thought it didn't work. I saw it all orange and I thought maybe there was like an error there. So I think I want to like double up a lot of the storage here. Maybe all of the storage, because I think the plates may have filled up by now. These iron plates look to be full. I kind of don't need... Oh, they're actually not full. Cool. Good to know. So these are not full, but they're on their way to filling up. So I have plates, reinforced iron plates, a frame... I have some smart plates and rotors. I think I'm going to make some more storage for all of them. I have these blueprints for storage up and storage down. So they zigzag up and then they zigzag back down. So this will also kind of organize them a bit more. They're kind of like kind of not really in a clean order. I might even crisscross them from low tech to high tech, because that is a bit more of an organized order. And then I'll also make a belt coming out at the end so you can see the items spilling out. I think that looks really fancy and it's useful, so I'll do that. Like this, I can just make a belt like that, and then it just spews out what's inside. So low tech first. I have iron plates right here. I kind of still might want to think about walking space, so I'll raise these up. So I can walk under them. Is that too steep? Nope. Reinforced iron plates. I'm going to move this dimensional depot up. So next up is these reinforced iron plates. And these ones are going to have to crisscross, because it goes rotors and then smart plates. No, I think I can make a little bit more walking room. Although, you know what, this is where the smart plates will go over here, over top of this part. So that is needed. Where is the end of my smart plates? This is where they go in, and then they zigzag up. Are they just zigzagging up? Yep, they're just zigzagging up. So I will make... Was that the good... Yeah, I'll just make a lift up. I think I need to raise it up a bit more in case this one's a bit down. I need this belt. There's already a lift there, so this one will go here, and then I'll lift up from there. Yeah, see, this one's a little bit lower down. I didn't estimate it quite right. So but that's fine. This is close enough. And now these are not connecting ahead. And now they are, so now they're zigzagging on their way down. I already have a dimensional depot for plates, so I don't need to worry about that, but actually all of these need to split off to dimensional depots before they spew out. Actually, they don't even... the dimensional depot will be where it spews out. You can look at the dimensional depot. I'll make this one somewhat close, and then I'll just make some more room so you can see the belt. I think that's enough room. You should be able to see both belts through that gap there. So this one will be the smart plates, and this one will be the rotors, And this one will be reinforced iron plates. Okay, and I think I do need all of that storage. Do I need to... I really should see them coming out. Rotors. Good, now what about the smart plates? Yep, here's the smart plates. So now there's a lot more storage there. Hopefully I don't really need to come back here too often. Maybe I'll actually shut this off. I think I will start to shut down some of these that I know I'm not ever going to see. I have 2 very effective concrete factories over there. So I think I will... How much should I reduce? Maybe I'll just make some more storage, actually. Let's just keep on storing. Keep on creating and keep on storing. Because I know I'm going to want this concrete right here coming from this. Those are very slowly coming. Do I not need to worry about these? Concrete produces at a very slow rate. I think I just don't even need to worry about those. Then I have lots of storage over here. We can see the storage. I think that's going to be enough. There's, like, all of those items are going to be enough. So I'll head over to the other place. I was thinking about making that black powder factory and a dimensional depot for plastic. Then I'll be ready to move to the new site. And this floating factory is for modular frames, 10 modular frames per minute. Then that's going to storage, a storage container fed heavy modular frame manufacturer, and an adaptive control unit using the heavy modular frames and some other storage containers. So this is actually kind of turning into a bit of a base tour also. Today's episode is a bit of a base tour because I kind of have to go around and collect it all up. Let's see if I can jump over this power tower just for fun. Nice. Ooh, I had it. There we go. And then I jumped. Let's try this next one with no hands. I'll do the jump, and then I'll show my hands on camera. No hands. Here it comes. No hands. Awesome. Once again, no hands. Got it. Now I want to do that on this one, but this is where it gets a bit dangerous because there's a big fall. And yeah. Maybe I do have enough Mercer spheres. I could make a compacted coal Mercer sphere. What do I need compacted coal for? So here's some SAM. This is where my reanimated SAM is, and I also have the fluctuators there. How are these doing? I probably should have brought some iron and wires while I'm here, but I guess it's good enough for now. I don't think... That's kind of, is this even... I think this might have... This... Is this full? Yeah, I only have a dimensional depot's worth. I just want one stack of those. I only need 10 fluctuators every so often, and I do want to be storing up this reanimated SAM a lot more. Let's just have a look at how much reanimated SAM I have. So 1, 2, 3 storage containers. I looked at the third one, so I'm sure the ones ahead are full. 4, 5, 6, 7. Each of these towers are from a blueprint where there's 7, except those ones were before I had the blueprint. So 7 storage containers of SAM, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I should just jump ahead a lot more. So I better make more storage here. Good thing I looked at this. So that's 14, 15, 15 and a bit. Let's see what that is. 15 times 24 cells per storage container times 100. 36,000. So I should make some more storage for this, because I do want this to just keep on going and going. I'll make it right here. I can't hold on to that much reanimated SAM, so maybe this will use up, hopefully this will use up a stack of iron plates and rods. Or rods, one or both.
This feels like the prologue to a logistics horror story.
Yeah, in horror stories, oftentimes it starts out very lighthearted like this. Check out my new base. I can do cool things like no hands on the zip line. And then later on, there's some kind of zip line massacre or something. It's a logistics, some kind of logistical zip line horror. Oops, this, I can't do this, so can I at least get it here? That's a bit of a mess, but that's okay. Then I don't need this one. Is this going to be another? Am I able to fit those? No, I still can't. There we go. Now, can I fit some more SAM in here? What can I do to... I can just drop an item, a stack on the ground to pick these up. Did it like, I wonder if there should have been, I think there should have been a dismantle crate, but I wonder if the game clusters it into a nearby dismantle crate or something. Okay, I'm almost tempted to make even more storage than this because the SAM will be left for a long, long time. I kind of don't want to think about it, but I do want that SAM on hand because I could be making like some... There's a lot of SAM. Can I get onto... Yeah, there we go. So here's where I'll make that plastic dimensional depot. Is there some reason I need rubber? For some reason, I think I needed rubber for the next milestone. I have a milestone at the top right. You can see I have a milestone selected. But actually, I think I want some rubber. Are these unused? No. I thought... Oh, I have an extra dimensional depot here because I thought that you could have 2 dimensional depots and twice the storage. But these are just dimensional depot uploaders. I guess I can remove all of those. They're uploading to a different dimension. No, I don't want to remove those because I can just drop an item. A stack here. Let's drop another stack for brevity. Because there was 2 stacks of rubber. I think I need like 500 rubber for something. Oh, does this mean my rubber is full? How much rubber do I have then? I have a zigzag, don't I? This is where the rubber is not full. Okay. But it does kind of look like I might want some more storage. No, it's less than half full. Okay, you know, I have plenty of rubber storage. I was just looking at the end, and I thought that was more like halfway. It is a lot of storage containers full. Okay, and then I guess I just will have to delete... Oh wait, it doesn't... I'm gonna use those to make another storage, dimensional depot storage for the plastic. There's modular frames in that disposal thing. This is not going to be straight. It's not the straight type of belt. So I'm going to have to make a straight one.
The splitters are crying as you dismantle them.
Actually, let's do this. Let's put it here. I don't want it to be too high up. Okay, and then the dimensional depot. See, this uses modular frames, so I deleted a dimensional depot earlier, and that had some modular frames in that disposal chest. It's disposal container. What is this? Is this not a splitter? It's a merger, yeah. E, holding E, and then I have the splitter version. Okay, so now there's some plastic going into there. Is this completely empty? I would like to see this completely empty. Good. So that one's not piling up. I have some storage containers on the way to buffer in case this is generating more than enough plastic. And it looks like it is not. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. I don't want it to be generating, to slowly be accumulating. It looks like the output is being used up faster than the input. I didn't actually get that disposal crate. And I said I also wanted to make a sulfur, not a sulfur. I didn't use, okay, because another thing I need to set is I'm using up, currently I'm taking from these dimensional depots before I take from my inventory, and I want to switch that with this setting right here. Take from your inventory before the depot. I prefer it that way right now. I guess that's kind of, I think that's kind of a setting for if you have a full inventory. If your inventory is quite full, then you need to start taking from your inventory. Then as soon as it's empty, then you need to start taking from the dimensional depot first, so that you can kind of be efficient. Like the dimensional depot will be used up first, because if you kind of don't need an inventory at all, that would be nice. That's what the dimensional depot is for. We get items no matter where we are. So, and it has an upload speed, so you don't want to be uploading faster than that. I now have a gas mask right here, a gas mask that I'm wearing, so if there's poison like that, I'm impervious to it. So it's about time for me to collect anything that's hidden by those poison nodes. I can do that now. I know there's a Mercer Spear that I know for a fact is protected by those. I have one in mind, and I'm sure there's more throughout. There's plenty of those throughout. So this is where I can get some sulfur. What do I need to make black powder? Just sulfur? This is actually producing way more than it needs. It only needs 120, I think. Yeah, it says it's at 49% because it only needs 50%. So I can take some of what it's producing. I'm gonna have to increase its production rate a little bit. This is going to be a bit of a mess. I didn't really plan on this. How can I fix this a little bit? This is much better than that one. Splitter. Oh, this... I'll use this same splitter. This is a better side, better setup here.
Moving cables is the real cardio workout here.
Does it also need coal or something? Is it coal and... does it need both coal and sulfur to make black powder? I'm pretty sure I do have... Yeah, here's the black powder. Yes, it does need coal and sulfur. Okay, so let's just forget this. I have another one of these. I have another one of these sulfur mines that I'm going to want to set it to half power. Oops, I hit something. I hit the tilde key. So I also have a death crate. I still can't really get that death crate because of the uranium. As soon as I pick up that uranium, I'll die. So I need a hazmat suit before I get that. So next up, the sulfur down here. Whoa, that was a scary zip line. It did send me at a very great speed. I can, like, use all that speed. So this sulfur vein right here is being underutilized by the same amount. I could have combined both of those. See, it's at 50%. 50% efficacy. So I will take that down to 50% here. For a little bit more power. Honestly, I have an incredible amount of power, over double. I think I might even increase that power today, possibly. Depending on... I think this isn't going to take very long at all. Do I have everything I need to make the space elevator? Because I know... I remember the first time I made the space elevator, it was quite a lot of resources. But now 1,500 concrete is not that much. That's just 3 stacks. So, before I go, one other thing I want to check. Am I using dimensional depots wisely? Because I might have 2 rotor... No, here's my concrete factory. So I was thinking about turning off that other concrete factory, or reducing it a lot, because I have 2 different concrete nodes that are making both a lot of concrete. I wanted to check there to see if there was a rotor dimensional depot, a second rotor dimensional depot, because at some point earlier I thought that you could have multiple dimensional depots and have more storage, but like I said back then, it's just an uploader. That other dimension determines how much we can store there. So I think I'm on my way here anyways, so I think I want to check out what's up over here for my heavy modular frames. I have a stack of 50 and adaptive control units. I don't think I'll make an adaptive control... Well, I do have some adaptive control units in the dimensional... in this alternate dimension. But, I don't think I'm gonna upload anymore. I just uploaded them and deleted the uploader. Because, all of the space elevator parts are only needed once in a blue moon. And these Mercer spheres are a bit valuable. The Mercer spheres to
wrap the MAM in
them.
bubble wrap. It's fragile and judgmental.
The MAM is fragile and judgmental. How do we know that? So this is actually kind of do I need this one? I don't know if I need these in there. 50, yeah, I doubt I'm gonna make very many of these. And how am I for heavy modular frames? Am I outbuilding... I hope I'm outbuilding the adaptive control units. It looks like I'm not. Yeah, the heavy modular... I have no heavy modular frames. Do I have any in the dimensional depot? Yeah, I do. And what about typical modular frames? I should look in... yeah, here. No, we don't. We used up all of the modular frames. Modular frames looks to be in a bit of a demand. I have a different modular frame generator elsewhere. Maybe I'll actually move those here, because I was just worrying for a moment. I didn't check on how many, how's my modular frame storage. Maybe I'll do that right now. I'll dump all of my modular frames here and grab from the dimensional depot, because I'll just go and visit my other modular frame factory to see how that's doing. This is a really good time for me to make some more storage if it is needed. I think at some point I'm gonna have to make a bunch of truck depots here. Probably around the time I delete that temporary factory over this, to the left of this modular frame, full metal mandala factory. This full metal mandala factory, the output is, pipes and steel beams. It should be converted to all steel beams. This is the right way. All steel beams and then turned into encased industrial beams. That's what I had on paper designed for it, but now it's steel beams and pipes for all kinds of different things. And those are all intended to be temporary. So I'm not out of storage. 3 more containers. Yeah, I actually don't need... I don't think I need storage too much, but I think I might just make some more storage just in case. This is kind of a slow factory. How fast is it? It's at 83%. And what is that? 83% of 2. That's like 1.6 speed. 1.6 modular frames per minute. I would like to stack this on this one. But I can't do that, so I'll put the input this way. And then the down output will go back and feed into this one. So it's just gonna go in between here. It would be nice if I could feed these directly in. What about a different shape?
Are we packing the mess too or just making a new one?
I would like to have 2 space elevators, but we can't. We are unable to have 2 space elevators or hubs, but we can have multiple MAMs. Okay, there we go. Now we have plenty of storage for those modular frames. I don't think I even needed that many because I've left that modular frame factory for so long, and I am pulling modular frames out of the dimensional depot. I'll actually do that now. Okay, I'm gonna zip line all along here. I wonder if it's faster for me to do a shortcut. Got it. That was a bit of a risky move. Alright, I'm gonna try to jump over this next power station just for fun. No hands once again. This one's at a bit of an angle. I need to aim towards where I'm going to next. Okay, no hands. Nope, dead. I missed the next line. I jumped a little bit too early and I needed to, like, have really good left and right aiming to get to the next line, but I did not have that good aim. Okay, I'm gonna try this next one, but I won't do no hands. This time I have to aim it. If it's not very straight like this, I think it's gonna be too hard to do no hands. I'll try to... Okay, maybe I could do no hands. I just need to make sure I'm falling not too far away. This one's gonna go steeply downhill, so not a chance. I do want to... Let's head straight over there. I'll make a new power line to it. Is it that big, tall one right there? I think the base might be going right here. Nope, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. I think it's that plateau over there. I'll just fly off. Okay. I need to connect the power, so I'm going this way along to this new power, this new base. Is this connected or something? It's not giving me wire too long. I'm surprised. Nope, it's surprising how long these wires can go. There it is, wire too long. So it has to be over here. Do I want it over here? I don't think I want it on a random plateau like that.
Is there a forklift milestone I missed?
A forklift, yeah, it'd be nice. That's a very funny picture. We have to. What if we forklifted a full space elevator? We have to forklift a massive space elevator. Good idea. Okay, I've gone actually way too far. This'll be okay. I'll go south from here. South from here is where the base is. Okay, what's the plan? It might be nice to, like, go to one of these high platforms. Can I go from there to, like, that plateau? I think I would like to go from plateau to plateau. Maybe this is a bad... So I've built out the power line over here, but I don't think I need it over here. I'll want it there at some point, I'm sure. But not right now. I think what I want to do is try to land on that plateau. And then where can I go from there? Can I actually make it from there up to here? If I don't have to go down, that would be nice. I'm pointed, it looks like, is it this? This is where I'm going to put the tower? Yeah, I think I planned for right here. That's what I saw on the map. Is that so? So the crown is going to be here? No, I think this is not far enough. I think I do have to go this way. Let me keep looking this way. I'm going to keep on searching. I need to... actually, like, I haven't been here before. Can I find it on this interactive map? Where was it exactly? Yeah, I think this is where I thought it would be. This is the... Or is it here? That I was thinking before. This is where the turbo fuel crown will be. Or is it here? Okay, okay, I guess I'm gonna watch this ad. Oops.
Travel can be
Can I
a
just
nightmare.
exit right away? Yeah. So what I did to find the spot is I looked at all of the resources. I bet you can see that video glitch. I have my graphics card sometimes, I think that's called tearing. My graphics card sometimes tears. Especially the web browser. It's almost entirely, it's just the web browser when there's like some intense graphics going on. Okay, so if I zoom out, no, it's right here. This is where I want the base. Because this is kind of in the center of the map. It's center-ish. And we can see this is like an empty space where there isn't any resources. I think this is going to be a good spot. So I can see this is where I saw that. I think I will want my power to go here first. I'll have my power go here to the crude oil, the turbo fuel crown, and then to this spot. And I'm kind of building up here, so that's not where I need to be. So let's go back into the game and start building towards the turbo fuel crown. I do have, yeah, I'll build from there. This is my most farthest out. I think I do want a power line up here.
This feels like
No,
a
I don't
one-trip
need-
kind of move, but in reality, it's 12.
I don't need a power station up there because it's just going to be hard to get to. This is like 12 trips. Yeah, there's a lot of... Actually, I don't know why this is like 12 trips. Sorry, I don't understand that. It is a big... Is it just because it's a big move? I don't want these power lines to be going through factories, though. Is this going to be going through factories? Because if it is, then it could... I might get interrupted during the zip lining. Okay, and when's the limit for the length? I think it needs to go to the edge of this so that the zip lines stay up high. So the wires stay up high. So let's see, how about here? The rotation is off, and this zip line, that top of the refinery, will knock the zip liner off. So I have to go a bit more to the side here. Again, same one. Same side of the zip line is the problem. Okay. Now, what about that? Rotation could be better. I think that I do want this to rotate more towards this way, so it has to be in between these angles. That's good. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the max length on that wire. But that's a better position. I need to get the wires high up to prevent clipping. The wires can't be touching stuff. Should it be up on top of these plateaus? It could be up here. This is a good spot. I think I'm just gonna take this spot here. Even if I can go further, because it's just out in the open. Yeah, this is just a nice spot. I think I'm gonna backtrack from here. Just I want to get up here to this higher spot. Too long. Wire too long. Can I get to a bit? Still too long. I need to go back further. This is a good vantage point for me to see what's going on. I think I want to have it kind of nestled into this this rock formation. So is this where the turbo fuel crown is? I think this is going to be the higher spot.
Hope you brought a giant Allen key for the space elevator.
No, the turbo fuel crown will be here. I'm actually off course. I think this is going to be one way I'm going to want to go, so maybe I'll go back. I think the tower, the previous power tower was here. It was here to there. I think I want to go on top of the turbo fuel crown for this next power tower. Like up here. Maybe that is just where I need to go. A sharper angle. Maybe I could get a bit closer to the lower down area and then make a sharp angle up. I don't think I need to make it that sharp of an angle. How about here? How are these zip lines going? Is this one... Nope. Okay, and then this one will go all the way up. Uh-oh, hatchers. More hatchers. I'm seeing a lot of enemies here. Okay, I can take out... Actually, I should just not be afraid of these. These are all kind of... I was just in the middle of building, so I was a bit worried. There it is. Actually, let's get this power slug too. So, power slug marked. Now, how am I gonna get up here? There's a hatcher there. Can I can get up here. I'm gonna get up here and kill this hatcher. Where's the power slug? I don't think I'm that concerned about getting the power slug. It's gonna be just a bit of a waste of time, it sort of feels like, at this moment.
Someone cue the moving montage music.
Moving montage, that sounds like a good idea. A moving montage song, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, don't I have a... Whoa. Okay. No, then more poison, uh-oh. Oh, and bugs. Okay, then I need to get my food. I thought I had a gas mask. I do have a gas mask.
Oh yes, keep doing that, because pioneers definitely grow on trees.
Okay. I didn't need the passive-aggressive comment for that. So that place is very well protected. What do I actually need for the gas? Is there filters or something? Filter. So I have the gas mask, but I don't have the gas filters. Oh, I thought this was gonna be... I thought I needed 50 of these for one of the milestones that I want, the one that I currently have selected. But I actually don't need that many. I don't have any fuel. So I will make some filters. That will make that a lot easier. I thought I had poison solved, but I don't, so I gotta get some... I gotta just get back there after I get some gas masks and fuel for my jetpack. And I have my chainsaw, so that'll also use some fuel. The chainsaw will eliminate those gas plants. I think they're mycelia, like it's a mushroom type thing. Hello, Owen on YouTube. This was not pre-recorded, it's all live. Owen. Hello. So I need fabric, coal, and steel plates. I have some fabric. I think that's all I need then, right? Fabric, coal, steel plates. Is there any more steel plates right here? Yes. I don't have a coal dimensional depot, but I do have coal right here. So what was that? How filter? I need 50 of these, so 50 times 4 is 200. So I need a little bit more than I have because I also want the filters for what I'm doing currently. And I need a bunch of mycelia. Well, I'll get that when I chainsaw those down. So I've got the plates, I've got the fabric, so I can make a couple of these gas filters. I can make 3 for now, because I have 6 fabric. I could make some more fabric.
Don't forget to pack the research notes, or just wing it.
You might just be joking, but I kind of think Is there actual research notes somewhere? I think I do recall there being research notes. Fabric, so I need some mycelia. I don't know if you're joking or is that an actual thing. I think it is an actual thing. I'm gonna want some more fuel. I think I'll grab 2 stacks. I almost want to grab even more. I go through that fuel quite quickly because I like to fly around a lot. I guess 2 stacks is probably enough though. Because even with 1 stack and me flying around, that was still like 20 hours of game time. Of whatever it was I was doing, so I guess 20 hours is enough. Okay, back in action, and this time I actually have some filters. Do I have to do a thing? I wonder if I could fly all the way across from over here. Let's try to fly a bit further than I did last time. Like maybe here. That was a good shortcut. So here's some gas right now. Let's just see how this works. Hitting it doesn't work. No, it's not like that. Okay, so it's gonna be there forever. We can't remove those. I thought you could chainsaw them down. Okay, this is too sharp for a no hands flight, but let me try to just jump over just for fun. And now this is the one that I fell on last time. Let's try to do this one. No hands. I need to fall directly after the power station. So like this, and then no hands. Got it. I'm gonna keep trying to do that for all of them, just for fun. Junctions like these are always really scary, like, in real life, you know, like gondolas and stuff. It's always kind of scary when there's a transition like that. They're always very bumpy and scary, so I almost want to, like, jump off, or, you know, how do we skip these when it comes to, like, gondolas and stuff? No, I got bumped. I didn't fly up high enough. I got bumped by the power station because I didn't fly up high enough. I think I could have gotten that if I flew a bit further.
Don't forget the emotional support power pole.
These power poles do not support me emotionally. These are thriller power poles. Power pole, what's the opposite of emotional support? Like some kind of thrill ride. I think I've got an emotional support jetpack or an emotional support gas mask. Emotional support mask. Uh-oh, this is bad. I think that's a falling point. Okay, well, I'll just fly over it. That's my flying over. That's a speed bump. It's not too late to undo that. What we can do... We're only one station behind. Let's... Okay, so that's why I would want to build this on top of this pillar here. So what I'll do is I'll zip line back to start this one up. Or I could start from this side. I'm already a bit closer on this side, so I'll start from over here. And place it up here. What can I do? I'll rotate it. I can hit H. And then maybe nudge it into place. Because I need to be like up here to see what's going on. And then I have to go page up. There we go. Now the problem is I can't get on the zip line from the ground here. I have to skip over this point every time, or it'll be kind of difficult. So maybe I guess I could just build a ramp here. I didn't mean to fall all the way back down here. Okay, that'll do, I guess. This is kind of chaotic, this building. Okay, but now that this is up, is this up too high now, or... Oh, it looks like it's all good. Let me see if this knocks me off. Nope. Oh, is this a big fall? Nope. Looks like I'm okay. Now, you know what? I don't need to start building this. I might need to clear stuff up first. Clear stuff off first. What is that that's highlighting? I'll try to just quickly build this. I want to just jump up, build it, and then start fighting. I'll build it right there. How do I get to that exact spot? Maybe not. Maybe I have to kind of I have to fight my way to it more. I could go up this. Maybe that's what I'll do. What should we call these arch? I'll call it an arch. Can I just build it from here? That would be nice. What if I went like H?
Are you bringing the coffee machine? Or is that a phase 4 milestone?
Is that good? No, I think I want it to be way over here. Now, this is actually could be a bad placement if there's poison. Is this gonna... I can look at my filter to see if I'm going to need to use a gas mask every time I'm here. If I'm away enough from the poison up top, I'm not away enough. So maybe what I can do... Can I start to build from here? No. I think I want to... Oh, this is a very precarious building spot. I think I'm just gonna build some concrete slabs to increase the height here. Control to lock it to the grid. That's a good spot. Like this, then like that. And then off of that. Oops. Is that all it needs? I think maybe another layer. Whoa, the spiders got to me. Okay, and I can build the power tower first. The power... I think this is a bad angle, actually. Is this not? Yeah, that's close enough. It's built on the world grid, so that's something that I like, but the rotation is a little bit pointing away from where I need it to be. Where it wasn't where I planned on before. Okay, how about now? So this is a pretty good spot. Is this spider gonna come climb? Can they climb up these power stations? I kind of want to start to build based off of this platform. What's that gonna be like? So this is like as close as I can get to it. Well, let's see what this is like. Is this... Whoa! Okay, so this is gonna be my anchor. I'm gonna use this one for the anchor.
The space elevator is going to love its new commute.
So this is like the lowest safe point. This is the turbo fuel crown. This is not where I am headed. I need to go to... Keep going this way some more. So... What should I do? These guys are looking to be quite hungry. I'll try to drop down somewhere where there isn't poison, and then I'm kind of all on. They're all on one side, and I can fly off the cliff if I start to get scared. Nice. Okay, so now my dismantle crate. I can now go into this poison. No problem. But where is my... I see a dismantle crate. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a death crate right here. I'm actually still a bit, like, scared of the poison. I'm just not used to it yet. I can't fit everything. I can't stay here forever. What is... So crystal oscillators are not very important. I'm just going to delete those. And I have just 17 concrete. I'll delete that. So now I have to, like, keep building off of higher up concrete, because there's a lot of this poison on this whole area. So the turbo fuel crown is not the safest spot. Maybe over here. I'll go over here. Is this gonna be a good next step? I think I'm gonna need to do the same concrete platforms here. Is there gonna be poison? Yep. Let's just delete this and do some 4-meter platforms. Same thing, lock it to the grid. Okay, I think I need to switch this off. Take from the inventory before the depot. Take from the depot before the inventory. What should it be? I'm running out of the fuel a bit. Or not the fuel, the gas filters. The masks. Okay, I've got to remember that there's a disposal crate there with some steel in it. And I'm not using my gas mask here, so this is a safe height. Minimum, but still safe height. I think I've just gotta stay on these high up platforms to stay above all of the trouble. What is this? Is this something? No, I'm not really staying above the trouble. Actually, there's lots of trouble up here.
Pack the milestones last. You might need them as motivation.
Isn't there another one? I think I saw it, yeah. And then I think I also saw a nester. Yeah, there it is. No, it's not a nester, it's a purple power slug. I'll mark it before I grab it. I don't know if I have enough rebar, 26 rebar. I do have enough rebar to fight this. Those are just small ones. Where's the big one? Okay, let's try not to fight it. I'm gonna just rush around this fauna, the cliff hog. Okay, so where was it? I think I still need to keep going. Is it right here? Or right around here? This spot here. I see this spot. I need to go to this spot next and then to the southwest. No. Yeah, this dark water here. That's this dark water here. So right here is what I can see. Maybe this will be the next step, then here, then to the main base. This step, that's where I'm headed to next. I can actually just build there. And then zip line to it. Crash site there. I need to get fast at being in this build mode and then go directly to combat. What do I do? Right click? Is it right click, right click? Couple of right clicks. So I can get my weapon out. Then E to configure. Oops, this isn't the right way. Okay, well this'll be useful at some point. It was over there. How do I get over there? Like right there. That would be nice. I kind of want to go on top of that. So, can I place this here? And then head kind of steeply up? I think I can. But I might not be able to place it. I'm gonna have to get up there, build the tower, and then connect it down, probably.
This is the only move where pack light means pack 3000 tons of steel dock.
Oh, I can place it. That is so convenient. This is like the fastest... This is a very fast way to travel. I have seen some hyper... what do you call those? The hyper tubes are also quite quick, but this is a really fast way to travel. I would need to do a lot of jetpack jumping to get up here otherwise. I think I'm going to have to rebuild this tower, though. Ah, that was kind of scary. I'll put it here. I want it to be a bit in the middle so that it can go over. I'm gonna have to stay up here because there's some danger down below. Oh no, I'm falling down to the danger. That didn't do any damage. It said it did damage. I heard the beep beep, but it didn't do any damage. Oh, this is it. So here, home sweet home. Home sweet home. Okay, this is Bantersink HQ. So, this is the center. Do I want it, like, over this power line, then? I guess I want it to be a bit higher than this power line. How high is that? Is that just barely over the top? That's... I want it to be, like, the lowest point. Nope, it's gotta be even lower than that. Or even higher than that. That will be a good level. That's like a little bit over it. So there's a bit of wiggle room. And so now I think I need 1, 2, 3. I think it's going to be 7 by 7. This, the space elevator, I think it's 7 by 7. That's 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should build it even higher above this tree. I would rather not, though. Hopefully I can just cut that down. Or it'll be inside the space elevator. Okay, is this big enough to house a space elevator? I might need to build one off, and then build here. So, space elevator, special building, space elevator. I'll have the console facing back towards my spawn. And the inputs, we can see inputs behind it are going behind, towards the center of the world. So, how far left? So I know that this is center. I can see this is center because the center of the things, but how far forward and back? I think this is kind of a good place for the console, even if this has a bit of space. Okay, so half in. Half in. Okay, this is perfectly centered. Okay, here's my space elevator. Maybe I'll make a big bridge, a big ramp down. What happens if I just ramp straight down from here?
You sure you have enough belts for this move?
I can never have enough belts. Nope. I don't have enough, but I'll live. It'll be in a way, it's enough for now. I might actually move this. Maybe I'll move this power tower to be just to the left of this, or can it go to the right? Can it go right there? I think I'll just move it over there. Okay, I don't need this. Okay, so I have some options for how to get up here. I have a ramp, and I have power towers. Okay, actually, let's complete this ramp. Okay, so that goes all the way to ground level. Then there's this power tower. I might even want to put a power tower at the bottom down here. Let's do that, so that I can zip line up to the top. Now, is it gonna make it all the way to the top? And should it? How is this going to affect the appearance? Should it go kind of off to the side here? So this is 7 by 7. I will start a circle at, so it's 3, 4, 5. I think I could start a circle at this distance. Like right here. Is this where a circle would start? 1, 2, actually right here. So let me just start this circle. I think I can draw a circle around this. Using my left foundation blueprint. Concrete left 6.
Moving day. Did you remember to label the boxes?
I guess I kind of did, because I did spend a lot of time organizing all the boxes, and I didn't make sign labels, but I did actually have the labels popping out. The belts, I made some belts spewing out of the crates. That's a type of label. You can just see it. It's like an image label. So I don't think the circle, when I make a circle like this, it doesn't... I think it might not be perfectly centered on the center square. So that's a bit of a problem with this design, but I think this is going to be good enough, especially if I do this put a power tower right here. I have to rotate this to get just a couple more platforms before... Maybe this should actually... No, I've got a better idea. This is where I need to start to be a bit more fancy. So actually, let's start even earlier to make a tangent line from this corner to here. I can make a tangent line here, so there will be kind of a corner to this design. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle this way. Although maybe I do actually want to continue... Yeah, I think I will continue this circle as a template. For outer layers. So as I build out, I'm going to want some... No, not here. This is like half a foundation. You know what? If I do need this angle, I can make it. I'm gonna undo this. I think this might be a hole. There's gonna be kind of a hole here for this power line for quite a while. I don't know why I would need this spot for sure, because this is where the zip line... I'm going to zip line up here from through this little hole. So I'm looking for a architecture painted beam. So here's how I make a tangent line. I have to put this here. Nope. How am I going to get this started? I need it to lock to the corner. Is this good enough? Yeah, that is where it needs to lock to. Then, is it R to change the mode? Diagonal. Oops. I don't think I can have it here. I need it to be like in the middle. There we go. Perfect, like that. And then I can have concrete slabs anchoring off of this. H to nudge. And then there that is. Tangent line. And then I can do the same trick once again with a half slab to get just a smaller one. And this one, I want it to be kind of centered, like if there's some error, I think I would want it to be centered or starting at this corner. Half foundation.
This is the moment when you realize how much junk you've built.
No, this is not good. This is gonna be a bit of an edge here. Can I put the foundation, half foundation, here? This is... I think this might actually be better. It's anchoring on the wrong spot. Can I just delete this? Is that gonna help me? It's anchoring to that... I need it to anchor here. Yeah, is this gonna work? Yep. There we go. Perfect tangent. No, I shouldn't be in the air when I'm building. Pretty much, I don't think I ever can be. Okay, and then I can put a power station right here. In fact, is this a bad power station? Maybe this whole platform didn't need to be up this high. Well, if the spitter shoots to up here, this is a bit higher than where the spitter will shoot to. So this is a good spot. Too long. Uh-oh. Where can it go? To this one? Okay, so the lower line is not needed. Ooh, that's a nice look. That's a nice look. Okay, cool. Oh, is this a death? Okay, cool. I was in dismantle blueprint. Can I actually dismantle from here? I don't want to just dismantle the power line. I wonder if I could, like, fly up, delete, and then latch back onto the wire. too far away. There we go, and then this bottom one can probably reach to the lowest, to the low spot on the ramp. There we go. So that if it's not gonna be powered, it still is a bit of a zip line to get up here. Transportation setup. So I will definitely want to fill in these gaps, and I can put in the gaps the hub and the MAM.
I feel like the hub is used to abandonment by now.
That's a different type of hub, I think. I guess I think I bet I don't need to fill these in. Oh, okay, maybe I do. That does actually look like something I could fall into. But I'll do those last, because that took a little bit of a moment there. To switch to, no. To switch to the half foundation. Or can I just do a full foundation? Half foundation it is. Okay, so now I've got a disc, and I will want these, so this is the inputs. I don't want to put anything there, so maybe I'll start with some small stuff. Here, I think I can put just a crafting bench right here. I can actually put it inside here. This is cool. This is a nice setup. And an equipment workshop. Can this kind of nestle inside of this again? They can't quite go in, but that's a bit of a snugger fit. I think I like that. Especially because this is the side with the pole, so it kind of juts out. Or if I could, the other way I could think about it is there's a walking path. There's more walking here. Yeah, let's switch places between these two. We're gonna be meant to go counterclockwise, especially because that's the entry point. Do I want both of these angled? I could have both of these angled. Yep. That's a bit, we have a bit of an angle motif here, so they're radiating, or in other words, it's radiating out from the center somewhat. Then this workshop, will go here as close as it can. And then I can start to put the hub and the MAM over here. The MAM is a bit smaller, so where can the MAM go? Maybe the MAM actually should be here. Okay, I think the MAM can go here instead. I don't need a workshop. I'll have the MAM go here. And is it going to be too crowded to have a workshop here now? Maybe the workshop kind of... Let's have a look at what it'll look like if it's right here. Maybe if it's the same angle, is it going to be easier?
Old base. You were functional-ish.
Functional-ish? Yep. I don't like this because it's in the walking path. I think I want to be able to walk around this. So this one is just in the walking path a little bit. I just need a hub and a MAM. So how can I get these? So I'm allowed to place it here as much as this, but there is some overlap here. So I'll nudge it, instead of further away, I'll just nudge it along. Quite close. Now we're covering these up. I don't currently need those. Yeah, let's not cover up the inputs. I don't think I'll ever use the inputs, but I don't want to cover them up. It doesn't look good to cover them up, so I won't. So there is some walking space over here. Maybe this is the front. Maybe the front is actually towards the space elevator. It's raised up. Nope. Like so, and then maybe if I build this out more, it would, like, be a wall here. There might be a back wall there. It's still a bit off the platform. I would like it to go in one more, but then this is when it starts to clip. If it's kind of like that, is it not bad? It's on the platform. I don't like this. I think it's gonna have to be this way. It's gonna point out. And then I just have to nudge it in to right next to this anchor. It's some kind of anchor thing, it looks like. So I wouldn't want it over here, right? I could have it get a bit closer in, but then it'd be over here. Okay, it can get quite close there. I want that to be on there as much as possible. It's a little bit off the platform, so maybe I need to build another layer out already. I'll start off with another tier out to have a walking space. Unless I do, maybe I do just want to cover up the inputs. Because like I said, I won't be using the inputs, I don't think. Because it's never gonna be like 100,000 inputs. I can always just carry it on my inventory. I think that it would be more convenient here.
This feels like the prologue to a logistics horror story.
And it fits in a bit better. I don't really need those inputs. Can I maybe even... Yeah, no, I can't. I almost want to, like, clip it into there. Can it be... Nope. Is this okay? This is okay. I can do that. 2 hours. I've been playing for 2 hours. There's a bit of clipping here. Maybe it's connected. I do want this to be as close as possible. I'm gonna accept that clipping. This is where I want that to be. This is gonna need some more head space. I think that these need to be something special. Here, I need to, like, delete these, and then this one will be a tangent line. This will be a tangent line too, to just connect whatever this needs. And if this one will be a tangent line, then there will need to be even more tangent lines. This tangent needs to adjust to this new position here. And now this must be a good angle. This new tangent line perfectly touches this corner. So it's some kind of like 1x2 step. One down, a rise of 1 down, then a run of 2, then 1 down, then 2 over. But the length is not an ideal amount then. It's not an integer. Okay, there's the new tangent line there. Then another tangent line. This goes too far below. It'll aim like into this. It has to be a bit out. And now, by out I mean like reaching past this corner. So then it's only a convex. Player is in the way. I'm
splitters
not
are
in the
crying
way.
as you dismantle them.
Clipping. If I hit H, can I just start it? No, that's not where I wanted it, though. Okay, very nice. It's not a perfect circle. It's there's some angles here, but that's just fine because it turns into a circle later on. And it's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with this disc space elevator. Welcome to Bantersink HQ. Welcome to Bantersink. Welcome to Bantersink HQ. A circle of concrete, 3 machines, and limitless overconfidence. Welcome to Bantersink HQ. A circle of concrete, 3 machines, and limitless overconfidence. It's minimalism. Space elevator, ma'am, hub. It's minimalism. Space elevator, ma'am, hub, and a future belief. And a strong belief in future spaghetti. Some bases have districts. I have a disk. Now it's empty. Soon it'll be, where did my frames go? Central. This is the starter island for bad decisions. Behold, the Holy Trinity. Behold, the Holy Trinity, space elevator, ma'am, and hub. Forgive us our throughput. It's not in the middle of nowhere. It's equidistant. It's not in the middle of nowhere. It's equidistant. It's equidistant from all mistakes. It's equidistant from all mistakes. The circle foundation symbolizes unity. The circle symbolizes unity, and the circle foundation symbolizes unity, and my splitters going in circles. The circle foundation symbolizes unity, and also my splitters going in circles. I call this layout open concept panic. Bantersink HQ, because putting the hub next to the chaos felt too easy. Bantersink HQ, because putting the hub beside the chaos felt too easy. The space elevator is here to judge us from orbit. The ma'am is the only one studying. The rest of us are just vibing. The ma'am is the only one. The ma'am is the only one studying. The rest of us are just vibing. The ma'am is the only one studying. The rest of us are vibing. It's a roundabout for belts that don't exist yet. Today, empty plaza. Tomorrow, OSHA nightmare. Today, empty plaza. Tomorrow, OSHA's recurring nightmare. This is where dreams become milestones, and milestones become backlog. Bantersink HQ. Bantersink HQ, centralizing the chaos since about 5 minutes ago. Bantersink HQ, centralizing the chaos since about 5 minutes ago. Bantersink HQ, centralizing the chaos since about 5 minutes ago. Bantersink HQ, centralizing Bantersink HQ, centralizing the chaos since about 5 minutes ago. If you listen closely, you can hear efficiency trying to load. It's a spawn point for ambition and power outages. It's a spawn point for ambition and power outages. It's a spawn point for ambition and power shortages. Three buildings on a circle? 3 buildings on a circle? That's not sparse. 3 buildings on a circle? That's not sparse. That's aerodynamic. 3 buildings on a circle? That's not sparse. That's aerodynamic. Welcome to the beating heart of Bantersink, currently between beats. Welcome to the... Welcome to the beating heart of Bantersink. Welcome to the beating heart of Bantersink, currently between beats. Welcome to the beating heart of Bantersink, currently between beats.
Moving cables is the real cardio workout here.
The circle foundation symbolizes unity, and my splitters going in circles. The circle foundation symbolizes unity, and my splitters going in circles. The circle foundation symbolizes unity, and my splitters going into circles. The circle foundation symbolizes unity, and also my splitters going in circles. Welcome to Bantersink HQ, a circle of concrete, 3 machines, Welcome to Bantersink HQ, a circle of concrete, 3 machines, and limitless overconfidence. Alright, so I think that's going to be all for today. This is a really nice view. I'm very happy with how this, very first step of Bantersink HQ looks. So I'll just get a bit of a nice high-up view of Bantersink right here, and save and exit. Bantersink HQ. That, we'll just call it that. Bantersink HQ. Right, a conclusion. So ChatGPT will make a nice conclusion, and then I'll actually sign off. Write a conclusion for today's episode. I found it all. It was a smashing success. It was a success. I'm very excited. What should I say? Yeah, it was a success. It was a success. I built Bantersink.
Wrap the MAM in bubble wrap. It's fragile and judgmental.
HQ. And I built a zip line up to it. I can't wait to expand it. Yeah, not too much to say, it just went very well. That's a wrap. That wraps up. That's a wrap for today, and I'm calling it a success. Bantersink HQ is built. We've got the space elevator, the MAM, and the hub all settled in their new central home. And yes, I even built a zip line straight up to it. Because what's the point of a grand HQ if you can't arrive in style and mild terror? It's just a circle of concrete now, but I can already see the glorious chaos. It's going to grow into. I can't wait to expand on it, clutter it up with production lines, and turn it into the beating heart of Project Bantersink. The crown is set. The kingdom comes next.